You know when you're walking downtown, you look up at one of those old, grand buildings, and you spot a date carved into the cornerstone that just makes you do a double take. Maybe it says something like the year 6024. It feels like it's from the super distant future, right? But it's actually from the past. Today, we're going to decode exactly what those mysterious Masonic dates really mean.
So, take a look at this. AL 5916. You might see something just like it carved into the foundation of a library or a courthouse or some historic lodge. So what is it? A typo? A secret code? Well, the answer is, it's a code. And by the end of this quick explainer, you'll know exactly how to crack it yourself.
Yeah, this isn't a mistake at all. It's a key, and it unlocks a totally unique way of looking at time, created by one of the world's most famous fraternities, the Freemasons.
Okay, so the system you're going to run into most often is called Anno Lucis, or AL for short. That's Latin for Year of Light, and it's the standard calendar for what you might call the main branch of Freemasonry, the Blue Lodge.
And here's the secret to cracking the code. And honestly, it's surprisingly simple. To find the Masonic Year of Light, you just take our current year and add 4,000. So that mysterious date from the beginning, AL 5916, you just subtract 4,000 and you realize, boom, the cornerstone was laid in 1916. It's as simple as that.
So why on earth call it the Year of Light? Well, the name is deeply symbolic. It goes all the way back to the moment of creation in the book of Genesis, and that divine command, let there be light. By starting their calendar right at that moment, Masons are symbolically tying their own history to the very beginning of, well, everything.
And hey, this isn't some new thing they came up with. The system was formally adopted centuries ago. You can see it right here in this quote from one of the most important documents in modern Freemasonry. It was dated Year of Masonry 5723, right next to Anno Domini 1723. That really cemented this unique calendar in their tradition right from the start.
But just when you think you've got it all figured out with Anno Lucis, you discover it's only the first layer of the mystery. See, the world of Freemasonry actually has several different calendars.
That's right. As Freemasonry grew over time, it branched out into all these different groups, and a lot of them, like the Scottish Rite or the Knights Templar, developed their own unique calendars, and each one starts from a symbolic event that's absolutely crucial to that specific group's identity.
Okay, so let's dive into this a little deeper and check out some of the other major systems you might come across.
This chart really puts the differences into perspective, doesn't it? Let's just take the year 2025. For us, it's 2025. In the standard Masonic Year of Light, it's 6025. But for the Knights Templar, using their calendar, it's only the year 907. This just goes to show you that these calendars aren't about lining up with each other. They're each designed to make their own unique statement.
And this table lays it all out so clearly. We already know Anno Lucis starts with creation, but look at Anno Inventionis, the year of discovery. That one's used by Royal Archmasons, and it starts with the rebuilding of the Second Temple. And then you have Anno Ordinus, Year of the Order, which counts from the founding of the Knights Templar way back in 1118. Every single calendar is designed to anchor that specific branch of Masonry to its own unique origin story.
Okay, so this brings us to the big question, right? Why? Why go to all this trouble to create all these unique calendars that, let's be honest, have no practical use in the modern world?
Let's just be really clear here. This has absolutely nothing to do with telling time. I mean, in an age of smartphones and smartwatches, these ancient calendars have zero practical value. Their power is entirely symbolic. Each calendar is a statement. It's a way for the Masons to define their own place in the grand story of history.
So it all really boils down to a few core ideas. For one, it asserts a heritage that's way older than our modern calendar. It also links each Masonic group directly to its own foundational myth, whether that's creation itself, the rebuilding of a sacred temple, or the founding of a chivalric order. And finally, it creates a kind of universal identity, one that isn't tied to any single religion's timeline.
All right, so let's pull back and take a look at the big picture here. What does all of this really tell us?
At the end of the day, these calendars aren't for telling time. They're a form of communication. They're symbolic language. So the next time you see a date like AL 6024 on a cornerstone, you'll know it's not just marking a year. It's making a profound statement about history, identity, and a legacy that sees itself as timeless. And that leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought. All cultures, from ancient civilizations to modern fraternities, they create calendars based on what matters most to them. So the next time you glance at a calendar, any calendar, ask yourself,
What does the way we measure time say about what we truly value?